Hello and welcome to Chart of the Day Cafe for Tuesday, August 15th, 2017. Disclaimer quickly. Trading stocks is a high level of risk and viewers should complete their own due diligence on any stock or underlying that they intend to own. 100% of the content of this video and communique is intended for journalistic and educational purposes only. This video and all indicators, strategies, and articles herein should not be construed as investment advice. Not making any recommendations, always for your further homework. Good morning, Sue here. Hope you had a great long weekend despite all the geopolitical and news-related things, not to mention the extreme market gyrations in the last few days. Holy moly. Anyway, with that, let's get into today's video. We always start off with a look at the Russell Index, and for that we use the IWM, which is the ETF that represents the Russell 2000. And we step back to take a look at it on a 5-year monthly time frame. So we've been keeping an eye on this wedge. We've been talking about this wedge a lot. Blue line is long-term support, orange line is more medium, and this purple line is kind of short-term weekly support. So here's the wedge on the IWM, the candle for the month of July. That was a doji up here at our area of resistance. And so far for the month of August, we've had a bit of a crazy month. So here are the monthly candles, but let's swap it over to the 1-year weekly just to see how things are behaving on a shorter time frame. So again, same lines. This is medium support down here. This is our upper line of resistance. And you can see that it offered resistance here in February, in April, July. So we'll see what happens through the back half of the month of August. But we had a significant rally yesterday. We're coming up to the purple line that we drew in, I think it was early last week, maybe in our Tuesday video. So this is kind of weekly support up here. Now resistance on the Russell. So we'll see how it behaves when it gets up to that purple line. But price is currently trading below the 8-day EMA on the Russell Index on the weekly. And let's swap it over to the daily. There's the daily chart. There's the same purple line. We're coming up to it. Price is not yet over the 8-day EMA, so we won't put any new charts forward today. But I wanted to highlight a handful of charts that I think look pretty interesting here. So here we go. They're past chart of the day cafe picks that, should we get that follow through on the Russell and some strength coming back into the markets, these might be ones you might want to take a look at. The first one is Facebook, which we put forward in our video here. It was our featured chart. Came in a little bit, but then it took off. It's up and over this area of support that I've got drawn in here, and it's up and over the 8-day EMA, displaying a little bit of price strength. Check the scores on Facebook this morning. It's still, you know me, it's all about value growth. And if I can find it, a dividend, but value and growth are musts, and Facebook is loaded with value. Forecasted earnings growth rate going forward is 30%, and it does not pay a dividend. The current PE on it is 28.94. So that's one I would keep an eye on. Next one is ABBV, which was a chart of the day cafe featured chart here, little green circle day. It had a nice run from there. It looks like it's consolidating a little bit here, to me at least, and should we get a solid day in the markets, I wouldn't be too surprised to see ABBV move up and over that 8-day EMA, so I'll be keeping an eye on this one. Again, really nice high value score, forecasted earnings growth rate going forward of 16%, current PE of 11.88, and a dividend yield of 3.61%. So I checked these scores this morning. The last one is Southern Copper, which we featured in our Chart of the Day Cafe video here, green circle day. Kind of walked around a little bit, but it had a nice bar yesterday. I like this area of consolidation. A move up and over this area would be interesting to me for Southern Copper. Again, the value score is still high, forecasted earnings growth rate going forward of 24%, current dividend yield of 1, and a PE of 22.74. And also worth noting, I love to go to Equity Clock. This is such a great site. Stocks entering their period of seasonal strength today. Southern Copper is in there. So that's an interesting data point. to be keeping an eye on when you're looking at Southern Copper these days. So those are three I'll be taking special looks at the end of the day. With that, I'll leave you. Have a great one, and we'll put our next video out on Thursday. Thanks for watching.